So Goku, being as awesome as he is, proves his incredible ability to recover rocks. But it wasn't a rock, it was a rock lobster! But anyway, Master Roshi's not done with you yet. He basically says, well, I'll train you, but you have to prove yourself by breaking this giant-ass rock. Now, obviously, Roshi's got the right idea since he's a lazy womanizing bastard. Pedophile is for a different brand of animal. Anyway, this leads up to a minigame. You have to break rocks that fall from the heavens. I don't know where this came from. Once again, it's a video game. I suppose I can understand that, but after the commentary I had in the other section of this playthrough, I figured, you know what, let's just question everything that comes on by. Well, you know, but still, it's not bad. I mean, this is still one of the best Dragon Ball games you can play. I've only played a few Dragon Ball games, but I'm well read enough to know that most of them suck. It's only like this one and Budokai 3 that I've played and I've actually enjoyed. But apparently most of them suck. I have played Dragon Ball GT Transformation, which is fucking terrible. Now, normally I suck at beat-em-up games. I'll accept that. But if you play a game like Final Fight, it's definitely a lot better because the backgrounds are more vibrant. There's more enemy variety, more attacks, you get some cooler moves. GT Transformation is basically moving along the same kind of plane, fighting the same kind of bad guys with the same kind of combos. And it's just not fulfilling, and I don't see how they could break that into 2 games, because there's not enough in there to contribute 1 game. And I think one of the boss battles, if I recall correctly, was there was a part in GT where they had to get the Dragon Ball out of this giant's tooth. And I think you, like, fight his mouth or something. I don't know how you can fight a mouth, but it's just something that shouldn't really be translated to a boss battle. You ever notice when you play like a licensed game that they have levels or boss battles that just don't work in a video game format? I can't really recall any off the top of my head, but for the most part, you have those kind of levels that really suck. Some of them do it right, however. If y'all have ever played the Aladdin game for the Sega Genesis, they took Genie's you know when the part when Genie comes out and he sings da da da, I'm Robin Williams and stuff like that, this is Vietnam or something, they translated that into a really neat level. It can be done, it's just, it doesn't work as well as it should. But anyway, back to the playthrough. This is the part where we learn how the fighting game system works. And if you're expecting a fighter like, say, Street Fighter, King of Fighters, you know, good fighters like that, you're going to be disappointed. Because, to be fair, the controls in this mode are sluggish. And there's not really much you can do in terms of specials or supers. You can basically hit people, charge up your bar like usual, and then with certain characters in the fighting game mode, if you press L or R at the same time when your bar is fully charged, you need 4 of them, by the way. When your bar is fully charged, you can do a super, but you only get 1, and some of them are very dependent on the situation. Like Goku's L and R super is where it replicates a scene from the anime, I believe, in which Goku fires his Kamehameha at an angle in the air, which allows him to shoot himself at his opponent. Those suck. But if you unlock, like, Piccolo, you'll love his L and R super, which is basically a gigantic-ass energy beam that fires across the screen. It's hard to find a way to fire it, though, because this fighting game system, like I said, isn't as good as, say, like King of Fighters or Street Fighter or whatever. It's very dependent on reducing the blocking guard bar of your opponent, and when that hits 0, you can knock them up in the air and do like an aerial rave and shit. But anyway, now we're coming to the end of this, and they're about to go to the World Martial Arts Tournament where some other stuff's going down. I think they're going to meet Tien, and we'll actually go there twice during the course of this game. But that part's going to be later. Next time on the playthrough, we're going to be heading over to the World Martial Arts Tournament. And after that, we're probably not going to be able to do the next stage after that. But that'll be part of a different installment. So I'll be seeing y'all later until then.